But society makes it that you have to be busy and consumed, where you don't even have time for your own immediate family, let alone anybody else.
Yeah, we went to breakfast this morning. Thank God. Just to piggyback off that, what you said, go on, continue.
No, it's just like you don't have no time for nobody else.
Yeah.
You know, like you think about shit. There's only so many hours in the week. What, 168 hours in the week, right? You're supposed to be trying to get at least 8 hours a day in sleep. I mean, you're supposed to. You know, of course, we don't. You don't. You up and down with that. Most of us work 8+ hours, right? You're doing 8+, right? 50, 60 hours a week. Supposed to be doing at least 8 hours of sleep. So what's that? About 56 hours of sleep, right? Travel to and fro. You know, I mean, at least me, not probably you. You can, you good. But I can't even be mad at that. That's love.
3 minutes a day. Call every light. 3 minutes tops. 3. I call every light. No train tracks. No nothing.
Well, for
3
me,
solid minutes.
It's gonna be roughly between 45 and an hour and 5 minutes a day, right? Yeah. I mean, one way too. So that, and then you think about shit. You get a little health time as far as going to the gym, getting yourself right,
getting your mental self, your mental self right. You got to be mentally for your family.
And then just spacing out time when you're able to pay your bills or doing, just doing other stuff. And then just simply having a mental rest time.
Yep.
Well, like, dude, I don't feel like moving around all the time. I don't get to play the video game like I used to. Bro, I ain't been on the game since December, like early December.
I get my time.
And I'm a gamer.
Yeah. I get my depressed out because when I come home like 2, 3 in the morning, I do that because they help me. To me, it helped me decompress. Mm-hmm. So I do it for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Just by, even if I'm getting my ass whacked and tore off, this helped me decompress because I don't like trying to be on the social media and you sit there and do that. It's about 6 o'clock before I go to bed. And I didn't blink and it happened. I'm like, I can't do this no more. So I cut on the game for a minute. It helped me decompress, it helped me clear my mind. And then I cut it right back off or whatnot like that. But I understand totally what you're talking about.
Yeah, I play a game of Hearts or something like that on my phone. Just
Maybe
play
I
that.
Need to do that and get out
and then, because with Hearts, I could just, I'm tired of these dudes. And I'll just flick the phone. Now I go to sleep. Or sometimes my wife is woke where she'll play some Hearts with me or whatever.
Okay.
And then, So, but it's just hard to get everybody, give everybody your time. And, even people outside, I got a grandmother and I got other people I like to reach out to, but it's just that shit. Like I only got so much time. And even with my own mother, like, you know what I'm saying? I got to squeeze her in, a few days a week. Like, and it's just difficult where, and I'm not as close as where I used to live. I'm out south now. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. My mother-in-law, she had told me, she sent the message to my wife, like, oh, tell Marcus, I ain't seen them in a long time. What's going on? Is he all right? And my wife was like, yeah, he just be working. Me and my son, my family barely see me and whatnot like that. But that's just how it is sometimes. But, and I made it a conscious decision because I'm really anxious about it now that you bring up this spending time and all this stuff. I'm really anxious about this, right? Because my son go on spring break at the end of this month. So I'm not going to do no overtime on Monday or Friday. I'm going to make sure my schedule is clear too because those 2 days are for me and him.
Okay.
Like I'm going to make sure, like, because we're supposed to be cleaning out this room and getting all this junk and stuff out. So there's going to be time for me and him. And then Friday, we're going to get up. I'm not going to go to no gym, no nothing. We're going to eat breakfast. We're going to shoot some bangers. And we're going a little shopping or whatnot like that. And I'm going to have some real, because he's coming up on his age. He's finna really turn 18 this year coming up. So I want to make sure I'm having these adult conversations. I need to let him know that you can come and talk to me about anything. You got a dad. You don't need to be going out here hollering at nobody else. You don't need to be going to get no advice from nobody else. You don't need to be on social media getting no advice from nobody else. That's what you got me for. If I don't know the answer, we will figure it out together.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm with you.
So that I just can't, and I've been sitting here counting down the days and the weeks and stuff in my mind about when it's going to happen because I'm kind of excited about it. I really do want to go spend some time and see what's kind of new with them because our kids change year to year, month to month, and everything like that. They're impressionable. So they might like this type of music this time, but the next time you really have a conversation with them, they don't like that type of music. Right. It might not be their favorite artist. That might not be their favorite car. It might not be their favorite color. They might not like those type of gym shoes no more. They not like, They might just change up their dressing style. And us as guys and men, we always working, so we don't see that. But the mothers see it, but we don't really see it. You feel me? So it's like I want to start really doing that and making sure that he's not out here looking for guidance or anything for nobody else. He got it right inside the house or whatnot like that. And we were just going over, me and his mother was talking about, we going over like what we'll probably want him to, when he, turn that 18 and then he's not going nowhere. And we got a little plan. I got a little plan for him in my head or whatnot like that. I had that conversation with him. But I wouldn't want him to be, I want him some responsibility, but I also want him to be free and loose to, like, not like be on, like I was, we had that burden of where you got to worry about this and worry about that. You don't got your mother there, your father. I ain't going to say I ain't had to be, I didn't because my mother had passed and my father was in Florida or whatnot. But to have that adult in your life to where, like, just imagine when your kids get grown, they got mom and dad there. They probably still staying at their crib at the house with you. They don't really have to worry about, like, where's my next? I ain't gonna be able to pay rent this month.
Yeah,
I ain't got the credit, huh?
I said, oh yeah.
I ain't got the credit for this. I ain't got the credit for that. But dad's gonna be there to guide them, even though you might have them with some responsibility, but they still will have that freedom to, like, kind of do and experience things what they want to do, long as it ain't detrimental to them and, like, really putting them in a bind like that. But you're going to let them, like, the trial and error probably. You're going to have to learn about this. You might have to fall or whatnot like that, but you always got a roof over your head. You always got food on your back. You always got a place to take a shower, and you stay right here with Pops. Pops got this.
Yeah.
You feel me or whatnot like that. But you will be contributing in some type of fashion. Like, you will be probably paying your own cell phone bill. You'll probably be paying your own car note or car insurance or whatever like that. Because, my son is driving too, so we was talking about that too, on how we want him to do it. But that'll be one of the stipulations. You'll be paying so much on your phone bill because you'll still be with me. That'll still be on, but you're gonna have to pay something on that because that's yours. And we might put that in a separate account for when it's time for him to move out and get his house. Look at that money. We might put it in a savings account or something to get some, you know what I'm saying, or get some interest. And then you might be paying your own, like say your car insurance. Your car insurance. Because I got a car, I'm going to get him, we finna do all that stuff for him.
Definitely paying your own car insurance.
You got your own car insurance you got to pay.
That shit high.
I know, so.
I just re-upped on my shit. And I say, nigga, I'm getting older. The cars is getting older, and the car insurance is going up. I don't understand.
It's supposed to be the opposite.
Because me and his mother was talking, and I'm like, because she was like, because she know, my wife, she pay her own stuff for her own car. I really don't know nothing about that, but she was telling, because we're going to have to now, since he's driving, we're going to have to all come on one insurance now. Because it's going to be everybody in the house underneath this one insurance. Well, it's time for us to break it up. We trying to save money, so we got on both, what not. So, but yeah, we've been talking about it. Damn,
yeah.
I got nah. But we've been talking about that, and it's just really on the way here, man. I was listening, but just thinking about it, like, bro, I'm really in love with, like, family now. Like, that shit really, like, I don't know about y'all or how y'all feel about it. Like, now as you're getting older, it's like really all about the family, and I like seeing guys with their kids and their family, and mothers with their kids and their family. That shit really, like, be touching me now, be on my heart, like, for real.
You know, one thing I was thinking about, before we get into the pre-conversation, this the pre-conversation.
What's going on?
Be humble. What it do? Before we get into the pre-conversation, this the pre-conversation. What I was gonna say is,
we be talking.
It's like, the whole looking for apartments or whatever. If you don't, you don't own or anything, the whole 3 or 3.5 times the rent.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's changing, by the way, but go ahead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, it should be going away?
Well,
or it should be going up? Because it's like, dude.
I thought Biden wrote a bill for that.
Did he? Because they still asking for that shit.
I thought he wrote a bill. I thought that was in the bill with the overdraft fees and all that type of shit.
Really? Okay. Maybe it was. I don't
know.
But it's just like, bro, if I made 3, I mean, not that I have a problem with it, but it's just like, dude, I need to damn near make 4 times the rent for something that's $2,300.
Damn, $2,300 is still a lot though.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though. It's like, damn, you damn near need to make $100,000 a year. And if I need to make $100,000 a year, trust me, I'm not renting. Trust me, like, you know what I'm saying? If I have to make $100,000, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me, look, anyway, I ain't gonna talk no money. Hey, man, but what I'm saying is that, like, it's crazy.
Be Humble said government can't stop that. They may be able to cap it, but they can't stop rent from going up.
No, we was talking about the 3 times
qualifications,
like, the fees and all that stuff. I think they stopped.
Yeah,
the deposit Security deposit.
Yeah.
Security deposit.
And what you
No, not
what
necessarily.
you- what I
This
do?
is qualification, not security deposit. This is simply qualification in order to qualify. To get the house. You need 3.5 times the rent.
Yeah.
As far
You
as
need to make that in a month.
yeah,
Got you.
and I think it's like but you're going off gross. So basically, if I show you a price of gross, but anything can be taken up out this shit, still wouldn't necessarily mean I qualify. Now, as far as the what do you say? You talking about
The government going up and down on the rent.
Yeah, I think it should be reasonable, right? So I think you should 3.5%. You shouldn't be going up. Okay, I was just paying $1,500, and guess what? The lease is up. Now we talking about $2,200. That's stupid. And then you're getting rid of a tenant that's used to paying $1,500 their own time just so you can go get another person and go through that process again.
Let's keep going on that. We can put my question off for later. So that's
Before you get started, be humble. What you mean by you wanted me to chill? What I do?
yeah. I was wondering what he was talking about
Me
too.
too. I want to know what you think I did. What I did. Go ahead.
But when it comes to that's actually another question that I wanted to ask you guys and what you think about it. So when I was looking for apartments, and I'm talking from the standpoint of security deposit. There was a point in time where they wanted you to pay for a security deposit 2 months rent.
Yeah, it depends. Right. Yeah.
So like if it's $1,000 a month, they want you to put down $2,000 right off the bat. Right. But when I said that's changing is because
okay, my bad. He was just joking. It's my guys with their kids.
But now it's changing to where it's basically like some places I've heard they give you
move-in
like
fee.
2 months. 2 months is be humble. We said 2 months is crazy, but yeah, they charge you. It's based on your credit. In some places, different places have different stipulations. I've seen places where it's like you have to have like a 700 credit score.
That's how it was when I was in Oak Park Apartments. You needed at least, which credit score ain't no thing for me, but it's.
Talk that talk, baby.
They could pay his bills. It's not a problem.
Talk,
but I'm just saying,
talk.
you at least needed a 670 credit score, and which isn't too bad. And then you needed to make 3.5 times the rent. 670, 3.5 times the rent, and then they were strenuous and other things. But it was just like that shit's fucking annoying. Yeah, I mean, I get it because you're trying to kind of. The landlords at the end of the day, it's kind of difficult being a landlord because you do get stuck with some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's how you always said. It's part of the game.
It is.
When you become a landlord, that's what you take on with all that stuff. That's why you always see older people own the property, but they have a property manager where like you go take care of that shit. Mm-hmm. I pay you to take care of all that to make sure everything is run right. I get you a nice salary or whatnot like that. But I own the property because I'm older. You gonna go ahead and run it for me. That's why you always see like a granddaddy or a grandma own the property, but their kids running it because they know how to maneuver in and out of that. You're dealing with a lot of young folks when it comes to renters and renting and stuff.
Yeah. What they're doing is they'll have I've seen two different stipulations, right? It's based on your credit score. It's either if you have a good credit score, then we'll charge you $300.
Move-in fee, non-refundable, right?
Yeah, that's how it was.
Because I've heard different things.
That's as what I'm at right now.
That's what I've heard.
It's a move-in
non-removable.
Yeah,
non-refundable.
Non-refundable moving fee. That's
I
for all the
holes. I prefer
holes
that.
And stuff in the wall. If you scratch up walls and stuff, they just go over and repaint that or whatnot like that.
I prefer that.
He said pricing you out. They only want certain type of renters. Yeah, and I don't blame them.
Sister, every day, what's going on?
That's him, beauty. What's good? But yeah, I've seen like if you have a credit score that meets their standards, they'll charge you only $300. But if your credit history or your renting history doesn't match what their standards are, then you got to pay 2 months rent.
This is crazy. I feel like that's nuts.
I think it is too. I don't know a whole lot of people that have, let's just say if rent is $1,400 a month, that'll have $2,800 to just put down right off the bat.
Ooh, that's a good conversation, right? Because I watched the John Hope Bryant conversation with Cam Newton, right? And they were talking about business, right? And I asked the person this on the way here about the business of the thing, right? And I asked the person this, like let's just say for the music industry, right? The music industry always like kind of fucking artists at the end of the day. That's all we kind of know. That's a general thing that your first contract you always kind of get kind of fucked, right?
Yeah.
So is it more that the person that gave you the contract, or is it more the person that signed the contract?
Always the person who signed the contract.
Even because they said the same thing, and I was like, if that's why I don't think I would be a really good businessman, and that's it. I would have to have somebody run it, because if I know that this contract is fucked up and all that stuff, and I know I'm getting you for every little thing you got, I can't let you sign it. That's just me. I understand, business is not personal, but it can fuck up my personal. It's not personal, but it can fuck up my personal. You feel me? So if I got a contract that I know, nigga, I'm getting 99-1, and I know who wrote up this contract, I can't let you sign that. That's just me, though. And I understand the business thing, but I'm just saying, wouldn't at some point, don't it become like a moral thing?
No.
Not for most people. For most people.
So it wouldn't be a moral thing because of even though you fucking over somebody.
No, I mean that's up to them. Because if they signed it, they saying it's okay.
That you fuck over them.
Even if they taking it as, they may not take it as I'm fucking. They may take it as me giving them an opportunity.
Sound like a real businessman. I gave you an opportunity.
Because I mean, when I look at it and you look at everybody that's basically in power, millionaires, billionaires, these moral shit is off the table. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like, for me, that's kind of where I would battle back and forth with. But you got to be kind of Machiavellian in this society if you're gonna be somebody who make money. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have. I mean, even when you're a business owner or a boss or something, you still got to go ahead and you got to lay down the law. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. I understand it's like giving people breaks, but you don't make it. Sometimes you give people breaks, but as soon as you feel like, as soon as you come across as soft or some shit, somebody's gonna go ahead and take advantage of you. You know what I mean? People are, and that's the nature of human beings. Everybody, keep it a being. Everybody's trying to take advantage of somebody somehow, some way. I don't care how you slice it. You know what I mean? If you see you can get over on somebody just a little bit, where they don't say nothing, especially when it comes to business. Yes, for sure.
And that's the thing about it. It's like when it kind of taking it back to the price of apartments. It's like at a certain, you can look at a apartment, look at the area, especially if you know it, and you'll see the price of the apartment. It's like, this is not worth that.
A lot of them not worth that.
A lot of them not.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what it goes along with kind of what both of you guys are saying is, well, kind of what Jerry did, because in a certain point, you are really taking advantage of people. You're not really trying to vet good people and have people that'll come to your apartment and be reliable, faithful tenants to wherever you are. You looking your peoples are dollar signs like in cartoons. You trying to get that bread.
And that's what I mean by when I say signing a contract. Because like at a certain point, and it's like, bro, come on, man. Come on now.
Because the person that's...
How much is too much? How much is enough?
Never enough.
But see, that's the deal. Like when it comes to, you got to watch. If we're talking about apartments, right? We bring it back full circle. Talk about apartments. And if you're talking about apartments, you got to watch when you're dealing with realtors and shit like that, and big conglomerates or whatever, they own property. Those are the ones that's really going to take advantage of you. You really got to get out there and canvas whatever neighborhood that you know what I'm saying, you're going to be you're looking into, and maybe you can get a person who individually owns the building, the property.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll work with you a little bit more. But when you're dealing with the big realtors and stuff like that, they're not budging on none of this shit. They ain't trying to hear what you're talking about. The price is the price.
Yeah. So, okay, I got a question when we follow up all this and we can end it up and button it up. Go ahead.
Well, it's like, and it's always the person who's offering a contract knows exactly what it is that they're offering, what they're putting in front of the person that they want to sign the contract. Because Be Humble said their first contract, they aren't a known artist and the label's taking a chance on them. The people, if I think for the most part, people that record labels that sign people, they are anticipating that artist becoming a blockbuster artist. So they don't structure the contracts to say, well, if you do this, if you get this far into the music industry, if your career goes in this, we got a kickback for you. No, they're securing. They're saying you're gonna pay for everything that you do. By the way, everything you'll have like and this is what I liked about the TLC story that when I watched it, they'll give you like $1 million. You'll make $1 million, but you will pay for your hotel, you'll pay for your food, you pay for your hair, you pay for your entourage, you pay for your manager, all of that stuff. So the money that you get pales in comparison to the money that they say that you have. So the record label knows that from the start. They say, we're not paying for nothing. You're gonna make us money, and whatever expenses you have for you, you're paying for it. So they know from the start.
That's the price of fame.
Nancy Beauty said, my landlord charged me 2 months deposit plus rent before moving. Hurt the pockets like a mofo.
Hey, boy.
Crazy
I almost put that monkey suit on his ass, boy.
Dang.
Put that monkey suit right on. I know you got this cash, boy. I just gave it to you. Let me get that back.
Wow.
Let me get that back, B.
So regarding this, I have a thought process. I call it legacy pricing, right? So I understand that, inflation is a thing. Inflation the way it's moving now, it's really not keeping up with the cost of with income, right? Inflation is surpassing income at this point.
They been did that a long time ago.
More to me is more pronounced than ever. But we see different things, right? So when it comes to apartments specifically, or even phone bills or whatever, do you guys think that to help retain reliable people, all of these different entities, phone companies, landlords, all that stuff, should look at how long a person has been living at a certain apartment and paying on time and all that stuff, and say, you know what, this is a reliable person, I'm not going to raise their rent?
When I rented from Oak Park Apartments, that's what they did. So I came in at a certain amount, and in 5 years that I was there, it didn't go up too much. I don't even think it went up $200. You see what I'm saying? So basically, they increased on whatever taxes that they had for the building. They would probably divvy it among
$30 here, $25
right.
here.
So they would divvy it among how many tenants was in the building or whatever. That's what I got from it. And, they'll raise it accordingly. But it wasn't like nothing stupid where it was like, damn, we need to always be finding a new tenant or something, $200-$300 every time. Like, that's fucking stupid.
And I even asked that question in regards to jobs, right? People that have been working at a job for a certain amount of time, a lengthier amount of time, 10, 20 years, I think they should get some special kickback from the company for it. And I'm not talking about just a ring. I'm not or some sort of medallion for being. I'm talking like you should get some special treatment for kicking it with a company for that long.
An extra week vacation, 2 days off or something like that.
I never thought about that, but sure.
A loyalty program.
So some sort of loyalty. I think so. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we would call it a loyalty program, but I don't think people get recognized properly in multiple different facets of life for doing things for a long time and being responsible for whatever it is that they do. So
Progressive got that, right? My car insurance, they got that.
I'm with Progressive too.
They got that. So they say, because my shit keep going up. So I've been with them for 5 years. And my shit been going up. So I'm trying to figure out what type of loyalty program you got.
And that's what and you know what? I'm glad you mentioned insurance, because that's one of the things that I was thinking about when I thought about this question. I think one of the major insurance companies said, like, if you go this long without an accident, we'll give you $5 off of your rent.
No, that ain't shit. That ain't shit.
I agree.
That ain't shit.
I agree.
No. I think, to me, what would be a great program of that, you go a full year without getting in no accidents and reporting on us, here go 20% of your money back.
20% of what you paid for.
Your toll, policy is like 2 bands. So if you get 20% of 2 bands, like, what, $20 or $20, whatever it is. I think it's like that's 200, right? 20% of 200. 200, right?
400.
400?
Yeah.
We could get 400 back. I'll take 10%. Give me the 200 back. Give me, take a month off.
At this point, nigga, just don't raise my shit. I'm not doing nothing. Just don't raise it.
Yeah, 2 bands, 20% off. Give me $400 back. I think that's very, very feasible. Am I lying? Wouldn't that be a good thing?
That's good. That's a month worth of gas for me. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
or like you say, what you say? What it was? What?
A month worth of gas.
Okay, here go a motherfucking BP gas card for $400. Here you go. Send that in the mail to me. You ain't even gotta let me know it's coming.
They do some shit like that. I add any additional shit that y'all want me. Roadside assistance, give me that. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? But that's what I'm saying though. If you give incentives like that in this study, a study you study just like give me. Everything is we're not giving you nothing back. Like nigga, we pay car insurance, bro, and I done went years without even reporting nothing, without doing nothing.
There you go.
And it's like, where all that money go?
You said reporting without reporting nothing.
And that's what I was thinking. Like at that point, people would start doing a whole lot of fraud.
Oh, yeah, it ain't fraud. Because I had somewhere, you know what I'm saying, I did something to my car, and it was no point for me to report it to the insurance, but I just came out of pocket. It cost me like $1,200, $1,300. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, the fuck I'm finna report it to them? They already going up. Now, if it's something that I really need to go ahead and get, I mean, I had to get that fixed, but if it was something, you know, really major, it was like, well, then I report it. But as far as, okay, I can come out of pocket.
Yeah, like a whole cargo, I got to report that. I don't got no choice.
Yeah, nah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I'm in the refrigerator right now.
So, what do you think the perception would be?
What'd you say?
What do you think would be the response if, let's just say, you're moving into, and hypothetically moving into an apartment, and let's just say they're charging you $1,600. Just throwing random numbers out there, and you just moved in, but that person, there's someone else in your same building that has been there for 8 years, and they only pay $1,150, $1,200 for the same apartment.
That's just they've been there.
Well, my grandma used to. My grandma got over. My grandma was paying like $500-$600 for years, but she was like you said, a legacy person, right? Mm-hmm. So she got in. The landlord had rarely went up on the rent, but because it was it's a area with a lot of students, college students. So they would always get an influx of new students. But so they would go up on the rent on the students. Like now, if you look at that same apartment, they're asking for like $3,400 a month.
Bro, I wouldn't have moved nowhere neither. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, she was there for years, bro. But they never went up on the rent. Like my grandmother was a great tenant, of course. If $500-$600, like you know what I'm saying, like of course.
I'm paying years.
You know, right?
In the van.
Yeah, let me get a 5-year.
You finna knock this out real quick. You finna go get this.
Get that 5-year
2-3 years, 2-3 months of advance. Right. Here go $1,500. Here go $1,500.
Get a 108-month lease.
Yeah. Well, you going through on that one. You know how much what you call it, man? You get a lot of stuff done with $500 rent.
Yeah.
That's like $400.
I mean that was years ago, but I'm just
like $4. That's that $400 rent that they get.
Yeah, that could have been. She moved about that could have been maybe something close to 20 years ago.
let's put a button up on this because we talking about greed and all this stuff, right? And I had another question with somebody because we were talking about what is like the end goal. Like we work all these hours, we do all this stuff, so. For you to stop working as hard as you work and doing everything you do, what is enough to you? What does enough look like to you?
Enough to me is when I'm tired.
When you tired?
Yeah, when I'm tired, that's enough. Okay. I mean, even my day-to-day is like that, right?
Okay.
Where it's, or, when my body says, I'm tired of this shit,
Okay.
Even like before I even became a truck driver.
Yeah.
I was tired of doing that. Mm-hmm. So that's when, enough is enough. So even when I decide, like, okay, it's time for me to hang it up or retire for whatever it is, it's just when I'm tired. To me, it's not no money amount or anything. Even if I amass a whole bunch of money and I still can go and do it, then I do it. When I'm tired of it, that's it.
Okay. Space?
So, what do you mean enough? You mean...
Okay, I'll give you my enough, right? Because we were talking about money enough, right?
Because that's what I'm thinking. Money,
and I was saying, when I have... everything on autopilot. And when I mean autopilot, I mean that, say for instance, me and the wife, we sit in the house and we doing something. It's a bright idea. Everybody's out. Let's go to Fiji. I got enough bread to go to Fiji and won't have no if, ands, or giggles about it when I get back. Everything's still on autopilot. Everything's still coming on, going out, revolving door circle. When I got, like, you know how you say the dividends, they coming in, they paying for this, they paying for that. I got savings over here that's being replenished. It's going to stop when it get back to the same amount. I got the same amount of money always rotating in and out. That's what I mean when I say enough for me. When I got it where I don't have to be like, I got to save for this, or this going to cost a little bit of savings. Like what we were talking about buying some tickets one time, remember Jerry Day? And we were talking about, I got to save a couple dollars for this. I can't just go get this and just pay for this right now. I'm going to save a couple dollars, then I'm going to go buy this, or I'm going to go get this. Or like, say for instance, I want a watch. We talking about a tag or something like that, a $2,000 watch. I don't have to worry about me replenishing that money or worry about me really missing that money. It's already replenished. That's what I'm talking about enough for me. That's enough for me. When I'm a little bit older, I think about 45 to 50, I probably have enough. I have my stocks and everything on autopilot. I have my retirement stocks over there still growing. I have this type of stocks just for my lifestyle and all that. And then my job and stuff, I'll be on a basic 40-hour income, me doing no more overtime. This still rotating and this still take care of my life. That's what I mean enough for me.
That's both of you gave great answers. Both of you gave great answers. And the true answer for me right now is I don't know.
Oh, so you don't know? You don't got enough in your head right now?
No, I don't have enough because I have so many ideas about things in my head. It's
but no, I'm not saying I'm not gonna stop working.
Yeah,
but I'm just not gonna be working as hard. It's gonna be like, for me to do something, I'm gonna really have to want to do it.
Cultivate.
Like I really like driving trucks, so it's not gonna take me nothing.
Cultivate.
To keep
What up?
Cultivate. What's going on? It's not gonna take me nothing to just keep going, getting up, driving trucks. But for like, say for instance, if I like, let's see. Overtime. I'm not gonna be doing no more overtime because I don't got to and I don't want to no more because I don't need the money. The money is already there.
Right.
But I'm gonna just be doing my regular fulfillment of driving trucks because I like driving trucks.
For sure.
Doesn't that mostly? Oh, you open up another conversation. But I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong by any means. I'm not saying I'm just thinking for myself or in order to get to that point, that's like CEO of a company level, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I think when we budget, when you budget your life and you budget everything out, say you done bought your house, your rent, you done paid this motherfucker off. You know your taxes is this much. It might go up a little bit every other so, but you know your taxes is this much. You know your light bill, your water bill, the insurance for the house. You know all this is this much. You got that already set. You ain't buying no more clothes and shoes because you're older or not like that. You might buy something when you see it or you like it. You might buy a nice fly watch when you like it, but it's already on autopilot. You got money over there for that. So that's what I'm talking about when I say enough, because all that is already done and paid for and over with. And the investments that you made at your early life is paying to take care of that because they study residual. They study coming in like a revolving door.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't have a real answer to when is enough. Okay. But the autopilot thing is an absolute. That's a wonderful idea. Having everything on autopilot. You want to do whatever you want to do. You can just do it without having to look at the bank account, having to do some math.
Because you know it's coming back and it's doing this and it's already built up. Yeah. And you got enough built up to where even if you take out 20, 30,000 to do whatever you want to do, in a couple months that'll be built back up again. Not even gonna say a couple months, maybe a year. However long it take you to build that up, you don't know you have to worry about it. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. You know you got the bread for it.
Yeah, it's coming. It's in and out. It's a revolving door. Just it's always on constant autopilot.
So if you reach that point, that when everything is on autopilot, would you be like, okay, I don't need to do any more work in terms of like I don't need to ascend to the next level in my company or
you cool. Okay. But it's just that sometimes, like we say, I know me and Jerry, they had this conversation and we both have a love for driving trucks. Am I correct in saying that, Jerry Day? Mm-hmm. So we will do that no matter what. Because we said when this take off, I'm still going to probably be driving trucks. You might be over here touring and showing but I'm going to be driving trucks. I think Jerry Day might be the same thing. I might overspeak or I might don't. But I think he still might be driving a truck. He might be driving his own truck, but he's still going to be driving a truck. Mm-hmm. That's a fair assessment, Jerry Day, probably say?
As of now, yeah.
Yeah, as of now. Mm-hmm. So I will still be driving trucks regardless because I like doing that. I love doing it. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have did. I keep saying we because me and Jerry Day damn near like twin. Like I'm a dark brother, he the light brother, and we do everything alike. We really on sync with a lot of shit. I would be driving these trucks, and I wish I would have did it earlier, like 10 to 15 years earlier. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I will be driving trucks no matter what, because I find myself, even in my personal truck, looking, when I see a truck coming down the street, I'm looking at the glad hands. I'm looking at the kingpin. I'm looking at the back tandems. I'm looking to see, oh, he ain't going to be able to make that turn because he's not close enough to this line. He's not doing that. What is he doing? Why is he just sitting there? Why he ain't went yet? Oh, he's doing that because they come across the street. He's doing that. I'm looking at that no matter what. Mm-hmm. So I really love everything about these trucks. So I'm cool with it no matter what.
All right. Welcome to another episode of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. I am your man, Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy Maul, man.
I'm your illustrious co-host, Jerry J.
There you go. That's what I was waiting on.
I was wondering if he was going to say that. How was y'all last week, man? How was y'all last week?
It was great.
It was great.
It was great, man. Can't think of anything that really, off the top of my head, that really happened. So yeah, it was great for the most part. I mean, we here, we breathing.
Same thing with me, man. I ain't do nothing but work, drive the truck I drive. Had a couple I think, was it last week? I don't think if it was last week. I don't think we had a pod. I don't think I talked about it. But I think I did say something about it. I called my first blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did that a couple weeks ago or whatnot. But other than that, man, everything is gravy. It's groovy, man. Time went back last night, didn't it? Time went back. Time went forward.
Yeah.
Went forward. I woke up tired. You feel me? Because I lost an hour of sleep. But I like this time because what I do is I drive a little bit long distance. I drive like close to 500 miles a day. So I will get more daytime driving in now, get to see more of this beautiful country.
Yeah.
So I will see half of my day will be daytime, half of my day will be night. Instead of my full day being nighttime driving, it'll be half and half. You dig it? Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. That's good. But I have nothing to report. Nothing like that right now as we speak.
My week was cool. The only thing I did this past week was I went to this thing. Oh, I talked about it before when I went to Minnesota, but I did what's called Fly Over Chicago in Navy Pier.
Are you flew over Chicago? Or helicopter?
No, it was digital.
Man, I think you actually was. I thought you were say, yeah, I flew the plane or some shit.
No.
Nigga, when you get your pilot license? Oh, so how you do that? We've been talking about that. How you do that? How we get started?
No, it was all digital. So it was a thing where they basically strap you in the seat like a roller coaster, and
It's IMAX or something.
Yo, what's good, Will?
Will, what's going on?
Will Hill, what's happening?
You would think so. Like IMAX. But let me see if that's what I was just.
You be out here in these streets, bro.
What you mean?
Bro, you be out here in these streets. You be like on some having a excursion or something I ain't been a week without I heard you just stay in the house in a while.
It's been recent.
When?
Maybe a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you stayed in the house and then the next night you went out? Fuck out of here. Nigga be outside. You hear me?
But this is let me see. Shoot. There it is. But it's at the Navy Pier, and they gave you a little intro. Well, this person is giving you directions or whatever, instructions, and then this is a little pre-show, which is pretty dope. Somebody, and this is what the actual thing looks like. That's a screen. All of that blue is a screen.
How much was this?
$33.
Okay. How long is the presentation?
It's like 10 or 12 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is, if you can imagine, this is what's happening on the screen while we're sitting strapped in like with seatbelts, like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Are you moving?
The seats move when you see the camera tilt,
yeah,
the seats tilt.
Okay.
If the screen, or I guess you can say the drone leans forward like it's going over the building, the seats lean forward to make you feel like you're gonna fall out of the seat or whatever.
Or like a 4D movie, he said.
Yeah, like a 4D movie for sure.
Okay.
Now, I will say that is something for sure that you can add to your date night, but it's definitely not like we're gonna go on a date. We're gonna go to Fly Over Chicago, and then that's the end of the date.
Well, shit, man. $33 a piece. That's about $70. Okay. Going to McDonald's after this. So before that,
I'm just saying. I mean, you don't even gotta. You can just walk around this downtown.
Yeah, no, always. Yeah,
so, but yeah, it's definitely going. Now they have 2 shows. It's one Chicago and then it's another one. I forget what. I forget where. But I will go see the other one. But it's something that you only need to see one time.
Okay.
So if you see Chicago and you say, all right, I'm cool, I don't need to see the other one, all right, I wouldn't blame you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was another inside of Navy Pier, there's a restaurant called Margaritaville. Mm-hmm. And so
you doing touristy shit, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to become a tourist of Chicago.
There you go.
For sure. They had what's called did I put it on there? Hold on, let me see. It was called, I need to change that, but it's called a garlic bacon burger. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm not going to stick with what is obvious. Like they had like some nachos. It was a mountain of nachos. I could have got that. Mm-hmm. Been cool. Nah, you know what? Let me try this garlic bacon burger.
Oh, you living on the edge, huh?
I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to, be a tourist, right?
Trying to get your cholesterol up, huh? Let's get this cholesterol up. I'm black. I'm going to get my cholesterol up today, baby.
Bro. It was Margaritaville. She said, Nancy Vita said Margaritaville is the spot.
She a tourist too.
She a tourist too. I'm probably going to have to try this spot out, B.
Don't get the garlic bacon burger.
Oh, you was burping up garlic all day?
No, it was not good at all.
What is too garlicky?
No, it was like they didn't season it at all.
The burger?
The burger.
Because it's for tourists.
But you would
most tourists is white.
You would want them to
throw some type of garlic in there.
Throw some flavor whatsoever. Some seasoned salt.
Nope.
So it ain't taste garlicky neither?
Nope.
And so that's why they say, Chicago ain't got the best feel because they're going to some fucking Margaritaville.
And Napsy Beauty co-signing.
So
she said Margaritaville's the spot.
Margaritaville sounds like a place for Mexicans, right? So these margaritas, Mexicans, tacos, shit like that. These niggas should not be making burgers. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even remember seeing anything taco related on the.
Really? No?
I don't know why.
You said they had a pile of nachos.
But yeah, don't get the garlic bacon burger for real. Because now.
Damn, some viewer left. That must have been a Mexican. I wasn't talking about you. I was just saying.
But don't get that if you go. Try something else. that was the least tastiest burger I've had in a long time. And I had some leftovers. I literally bit into it and I was like, I don't even want this.
Damn. Ain't it disappointing though when you go to a restaurant and you pick something that maybe you thought was gonna be good and it turns out to be like just total, and then I can see why people only stick to just certain things when they go out to eat.
Yeah,
stick to my shit.
Yeah,
especially if I'm home. If I'm hungry, I'm not experimenting with shit. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing that.
Absolutely.
My wife, one of those. This was that. You should have started. You was hungry, right? Why did you go trying to experiment with shit? I don't experiment with shit.
Ain't no
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't no
You eat that shit.
You eat that.
But no, I don't experiment with shit when I'm hungry.
This is why I go to steakhouses because you know what I'm getting?
Steak.
A steak. It's real that simple.
I'm trying to see who got the best steak in Chicago.
Trying to see who got the best steak.
Yeah. So I literally went home. Well, I do it today. Took the burger part, threw some seasoned salt, some pink Himalayan salt. Tastes better. It's not what you would want it to taste like. Well, a burger from a restaurant, but it was much better, much better in comparison. Don't get the garlic bacon burger if you go to Margaritaville in Navy Pier, at least.
So even your 25% Caucasian side didn't like it?
Only 25%.
It was 25% good. Could have been better.
Okay,
You're missing 75%.
Okay.
No, it wasn't good at all.
That Himalayan sea salt you put on there, that was his white side. That Lowry season salt, that was his black side for sure. Black people gonna keep some Lowry.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh man! All right, let's get into this topic. All right. So, I don't know if you guys heard about it. It exploded on the internet. The mystical, magical Prince of Pan-Africanism black on black, black everything, Dr. Umar.
He better not be with no fucking white woman.
No, well, I don't know.
boy.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
10,000 lashes.
Boy, fuck that. You get cancel his ass. You all this stuff you talking. You better not ever be with a white woman.
I agree.
Ever.
Hold on, let me get to.
Well, brother.
So
we must stay focused.
So,
Is it Umar's daughter?
Snow bunnies never, black women forever, or whatever it is that he say, right?
Yeah.
Now, this was a bittersweet thing for me to see this, because he always talks about black unity. He always talks about, black women have, procreate and marry black men and vice versa. And then white people stay with white people, whoever stay with your people, right? Yeah. But it was always a question in my head, because he's mentioned that he has kids before. My question was always, where are your kids and how active are you in their lives? Now, I don't necessarily need to see them, but this question came to my head because he mentioned it, right? I'm all for talking about the stuff that people put out. So this popped up on the internet, man.
On here with a small, short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation.
Yes, you are. I hate when people come in here because and people say this all the time. I ain't with that internet shit and attempt to go on the internet and go on a rant. Mm-hmm. I ain't for the clout shit, but you're attempting whatever you knowing it's gonna get you clout, but you continue to do what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So I want to cancel that right there with saying you are looking for clout. Mm-hmm. Because otherwise, you'll just keep trying to get your daddy or wherever we finna hear, you'll be doing that behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't have brought it for the internet to go and be champion and put it on all these podcasts.
So I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing by any means. I also know that people a lot of times don't give attention to things until it's made public in the way that she's doing.
Still looking for the attention. Still looking for the clout, though. I understand you. Still looking for the clout, though.
Got you. I don't disagree. So
okay.
With my father, my biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you, and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter, ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about? It's unfair, and deadbeat fathers is very common nowadays, especially in the black community, right? We all know Dr. Umar reps the black community or whatever, but you can't rep that if you're not even in your daughter's life. You moving backwards. You're moving backwards. It's not making sense. To the public, you look like this person, but in private, you a whole nother person. And I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old and you have yet to be in my life. No graduations, no parties. When I
she got some nice looking eyebrows. Somebody hooked her shit up.
Yo, I have a stepdad who has been in my life since a little girl. He has
Pause
been
it. Pause it. You just said. Right? You just said deadbeat black, but you got a stepdad. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucker stepped up for whatever Dr. Umar was doing. You know what I mean? Because she do look like Dr. Umar's child. But yeah, I mean, look, Umar been talking this same shit for years. You know what I'm saying? We kind of don't. It's not that we take Umar serious no more. Like, ain't nobody taking him serious like that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like shit like this should really stay within the family.
She hurt. She really hurt.
And if you got a biological father, I mean, a non-surrogate father, then and he was doing what he was supposed to do, you know, go holler at Umar off the record or something.
She hurt.
I mean, we understand Umar. You know, he got a gift of gab, right? Very intelligent brother.
She hurt.
She look like him, but you know, to me, like, family business needs to stay off the internet. Y'all talk too fucking much.
Mo, what thoughts do you have?
Have none whatsoever. Cause it just, I don't got none, brother. Go ahead, you go. I'm cool.
Oh God, dang it!
I'm cool.
I don't know. Sorry, y'all. It randomly does that. I don't know why. It just clicks on that screen. But
cause I'm cultivate. Why put it on the internet? You said you tried to get into it, and you said because
she said she ain't have his number, or he ain't got her number.
She contradicted herself in so many things she said in this video. Because she said, "I don't want nothing from you. I just want a conversation." What do you want a conversation from if you don't want nothing from him for? That means even with the conversation, you want answers. They're still wanting something from him. Mm-hmm. So you contradicting yourself in a lot of things you said in this video. Mm-hmm. So I'm cool.
So, like I said before I played that particular video, it was a bittersweet thing for me. Because in one hand, it's a bitter thing because this is signs of another broken relationship. This is an example of another broken relationship. And she said she has siblings. So that's one thing I couldn't triangulate and figure out. She has siblings out here that she doesn't know about. So that sounds to me like Dr. Umar has another child that is her sibling, and she wants Dr. Umar to make that connection. So if that's true, that means there's 2 women out here that Dr. Umar impregnated and didn't marry neither one of them.
Oh, that's light work.
Work.
That's light work.
And you know what I'm saying, I'm not necessarily, and I agree. That's light work. That's nothing. Because anybody can have sex. And bring babies into the picture. Mm-hmm. But on the flip side of what she was saying, you know, how are you out here, you know, saying that you believe in black families and you want black families to stay together, you want black men and black women to stay together, and you have 2 black women out here that it sounds like you just kicked to the curb. You ain't giving no attention to. Look, and then on top of that, your daughters.
All of that, whatever she's saying could be true. It doesn't negate anything that he's saying as not to be or shouldn't be done. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the messenger or who's bringing it, but it's still like, is what he's saying not something we should be looking into doing?
What you mean?
As far as having black families. As far as, you know what I'm saying, being, of course, yeah, he's probably not following what he's preaching, but shit, I mean, how often do parents follow what they preach? You know, so if he's saying, you know, we need more black fathers within the home, more, you know, just the family environment, so on and so forth, yada, 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 whatever it is rhetoric is. You see what I'm saying? But to me, it's not anything detrimental to, you know, black society as far as him telling us what we need to do. I don't have a problem with what he said. Now, you know, of course, there's a lot of people like psychiatrists, right, or psychologists. People have these conversations with psychologists and psychiatrists. Them people's lives be fucked up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, ain't he one?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it just kind of goes with it. Like, you know, what they do, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have insight and stuff that we should be doing. To me, it doesn't take it away. Now, he should be definitely getting that school popping because I gave $50 and I'm trying to get my shit. I'm trying to see my shit mature.
Yeah. But you is 100%. You're 100% correct. Just because he's not practicing what he's preaching, don't mean that what he's preaching is not the truth.
Yeah, and I'm definitely a message over messenger type of person.
I'm with you on that too.
I do also still hold people accountable for the words that they say, right? Like you can't say to me, you can't say, don't smoke, don't smoke, don't smoke, and then we see you smoking.
Is that gonna make you smoke? Because you see him smoking?
No, I'm saying it's like, again, it's like a message over messenger, but it's also practice what you preach.
If I've been doing this shit, right? If I see, if I've been, no, I'm saying if I've been doing this, right? Let's use crack because I love using crack, right? If I've been smoking crack, and then I told you, hey man, don't smoke crack, and then you
smoke crack, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't you? And then you turn around and see me smoking crack, you're gonna be like, man, he ain't keeping his word. He's smoking crack.
I'm finna do it
I'm
too.
finna go smoke crack.
No, the fuck I'm not.
Well, you know, just like, and I'm not disagreeing.
We see how crack is fucking up the neighborhood. He's absolutely right on what he's saying
Yeah.
as far as don't smoke crack. And, you know, so I don't, what's the problem?
You know, because it falls along the lines of what Maul said when I first brought up Dr. Umar. He said, I know he ain't with no white woman. Why? That would have a lot of shock value because of all of the black on black, blackity black everything.
But I
He
still
turned around and have a white woman.
I still like his message, but I'd be looking at him crazy like you a motherfucker. You bogus as hell out here for doing that, bro. The way you did that, boy, that will end his whole career if he ever get caught with a white woman.
Yeah,
it's over with. It's over with
He
him.
definitely can't do that.
Now that's one thing you can't.
This is nothing.
Yeah, this light work.
You know what I'm saying?
This light work.
This is nothing.
This light work. This light work right here. This is light.
This is nothing.
Wait,
This is every day, B. This is every day.
That's like
Don't get with no white woman.
You get with a white woman.
Because you know what? Sisters really support him.
Yeah.
Sisters really support him. So they know about brothers abandoning their kids. However,
yeah.
they don't like brothers with white women.
Yeah.
They don't like that. But they don't mind you abandoning the kids.
You can
It's not no
abandon your
problem.
kids. Don't get no white woman.
Don't get no white woman.
That's true. And go take care of her
Hey,
kids.
G, I'm spitting. That's serious. Yeah, go take care of their
Kid.
kids.
And go take care of her white kids.
Yeah, white kids. Imagine that. You done moved in the crib and she got white kids.
And you up there take care of them. They got on the dashikis and everything.
Hell yeah.
They got on the African medallions and everything.
My milk and magnesium.
That's that's a fact.
Let's catch up real quick. Be Humble said 3 sides to every story. Mine's, yours, and the truth. Be Humble said, next few are from Be Humble. If she had no contact with her, why did she think if she had no contact with him, why does she think a text will work? Now she wants a conversation. She said in the beginning that she was texting him about her sister. She has a stepdad. So the step still ain't enough, huh? TK
Kirkland shit starting to make sense.
Mental illness.
Yeah, because see, these motherfuckers just don't, at the end of the day, they don't, at least, maybe, I don't know if it's the girls or the boys, but it's like, nope, they really ungrateful. Yeah, they really, like, come on, man. You got somebody that looked after you, you know what I'm saying? Your eyebrows is done. You know, I mean, what I'm saying is she speaks pretty good or whatever. So it's just like, somebody really looked at, she acknowledged them. And I get you want a personal relationship with your biological father. But it's like, again, this is something that's cultivated said, and you guys have said, is that, you know what, this is something that really should be taken offline. Like, you are looking for clout for sure. You are looking for clout for sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up something.
Damn, we losing subscribers. This is crazy.
It's going up and down, bro.
What's up with the Mexicans?
Because I've watched it. I watched it go up and down. Like I was signed in when we had 265. Yeah. Then we dropped down to 262. Up 264. Back down to 263. It's been up and down. That's not me.
Space is talking about all that Trump talk. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? I knew I had you, baby. I knew I had you. I was going to let it just simmer over your head for a little while. Time for them to finish my sentence. Go ahead.
Oh, man. I was editing the video today of ours.
Oh, yeah, of Trump?
No.
Of Trump. You said that video of Trump.
No, it was when we were having a conversation maybe last week or week before last or something like that when we're talking about we was talking about would you encourage someone to date someone that already has a child?
No,
and Ma was like, Nah, that if that were to happen with, if I'm paraphrased, if that were to happen with me, in order for me to do something like that, the father would have to be dead or in jail.
Facts. Now that I know, like, okay, if you said back in the day, I would have knew no better. Mm-hmm. But now me as a grown man and this stuff, what I'm doing now, yeah, as you get older, you start, it's like, that's a headache. Because it's going to be a tug of war between two dominant men of trying to get control of the situation. So I don't want no interruptions about what I go, because what I say is going to be law. Right. It ain't finna be like, I say this, and then he like, nah, man, fuck what that nigga said. Now y'all no, we not finna go back and forth, because that's going to cause riffraff in his house.
Right.
So right. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that.
And this is why people encourage people to not be step parents. Specifically, a man to not be a stepfather. Anyway.
To each his own.
Yeah, to each their own. Sure. Because in that situation, like with Be Humble, he dropped, I got to give you with this one. I got to give you this. Because he said, so the step still ain't enough, huh? Because on one hand, it's like, a child is going to want to know their parents.
That's a fact.
You can't blame the child for wanting to know the parents. Yeah. At the same time, it's like, I wouldn't blame a man or a woman for having the question like, man, so even all of what I did, it still wasn't enough for you. I wouldn't blame them for having that thought too. So, but let's see. So the Cultivate said, "Why put it on the internet?" Nasty Beauty said, "Prince of Pan-Africanism.
I am a descendant."
Nasty Beauty said, "Is it not okay to want your father's attention?" No, it's perfectly fine. I definitely get it. Let's see. Cultivate said, She might be the kid he had outside of his casual relationship, or the oops baby, and he didn't want her from the start.
That can be one of the questions too.
And
how does she know she have a sister though? That's what I'm trying to get. If she don't talk to him, how do you know you had a sister? Either she had to try to reach out to you, or her mother reached out to you to let you know. Like, how do you know that you have a sister?
So there's more videos. There's between with this whole situation for sure. About at least four videos.
Oh, she made multiple videos.
So, yes.
Oh, so yeah, she looking for clout.
But the ones that I've seen were in response to stuff that he was saying after she started this whole thing, of course. But it was in response because he responded and was saying certain things. I had the video here. We'll check it out in a quick second. But she showed text message of her trying to reach out for him. He didn't believe it was her at first, and then he said, I want to have a sit. Actually, you know what? Let me show you. I couldn't find.
I'm on a sentiment to Be Humble too, because it's her style, his style, and it's the truth. I don't think he just said, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with you" or nothing like that, or just been ignoring her. I think, like he say, he probably get multiple people like that a year talking about they his kids and trying to reach out and trying to grab his attention. Mm-hmm. So how did he know it's really her or something like that? How did she know that her mama just didn't take her away from him?
And that's what Dr. Umar's sentiment is.
So he didn't know she ever existed?
No, he knew she existed, but the mother pushed Dr. Umar away, according to what I gathered from his testimony.
Well, just like anything, and I keep it just like everything I ever say. Go to the courts. Go to the courts. If it was, serious or whatever, you knew you got a child or whatever, niggas see they be trying to stay off their child support or whatever, Go to the courts. If you really wanted to be in your daughter, you probably didn't really want to be in her life. So just say that.
Much agreed.
Don't act like, I'm going to hold people accountable. You probably just didn't want to be in their life. Probably would have had to cost you.
So this is a text message and this is on Anton's panel. I couldn't find the other video of her.
I'm going old school. Stop busting up in these hood rats. You remember I used to I'm just saying, I don't know if I'm a hood rat, but it sounded good.
No, go back to what Spaces used to say, boy, putting your seed in unworthy soil.
Unworthy soil. No, but even him though, because I got to go back to him. Umar, like, dude. At the end of the day, look, to me, she looks like you, as I'm saying her talk or whatever. There's no way you didn't know she didn't exist or motherfucker disappeared and shit like that. It's good that the stepdad did step in and handle your business. And So Dr. Umar, honestly, and again, it could be, there's always three sides to the story, as Be Humble said. But, if you really wanted to be in your daughter's life, you should have took it to the court. So really, shame on you.
I wonder how the stepfather feel. Because if he did everything he possibly could and he did everything, wasn't even asked, what isn't even his job, and all of a sudden now you putting all this up like you weren't well taken care of, I wonder how he feel.
And that's, some people might say the stepfather doesn't have anything to do with this.
He don't, but I would wonder how he would feel if I've been here all this time or you've been there all that time and now you putting all this, bringing all this clout to you like you wasn't raised right, like you ain't had no home training or nothing like that. Like, wouldn't some of that fall back on him?
Absolutely.
And when he feel like, damn, what I did wasn't enough? Like Be Humble said, the step wasn't enough?
And I wouldn't blame him for having those feelings.
She tripping. She missed a step.
She missed the step.
This was from Anton's panel. They showed the text of her texting Dr. Umar. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to say piece of Pan Africanism. If this is in fact my daughter, shoot, I can't. It's blurry.
You can't see it on there? Oh, no.
Let me see. Oh, here it is. If this is in fact my daughter, is there a reason why you're not messaging me directly from your cell phone? She said, this is my cloud, but my phone number, and she blocked it out. Text me from your phone, and then she did it again. He said, this is a different number. Why are there different numbers, 267 or 443? Now, then she said, do you have any other children? I would love to meet them. Do you have their numbers?
She reaching for cloud. Why is she texting them from two different numbers and doing all this bullshit?
Like, you're saying, why didn't she text him from her phone in the first place?
No, he said, yeah, why are you steady going with all these numbers? It's like it's a setup.
Smiles, what's good, man?
Smiles, what it do?
Smiles, what's going on? Why are you texting from all these numbers and stuff like that?
So you're saying, why didn't she text him from her original phone number?
From the original phone number before. Okay, so let's say she texted him from two different numbers, right? She texted from a number, he asked him. What if he never asked for the numbers and he just started going back and forth with her? Would it be on the up and up? Why do I got to ask you about why is this two different numbers you texting me from? Because you gave me one number, but you text from another number. Like you're trying to record something.
Mm. Yeah, I don't. Maybe that's just how she normally communicates with people. I don't know.
I don't like when people text me from their iCloud, too. That's weird.
Yeah, your phone off? Right. So now your stepdaddy ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing because you texting me from my Wi-Fi.
No, you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing. You 22.
Yeah.
Let's see. Be Humble said, what area code is 443? Let's see.
Probably somewhere in Pennsylvania, ain't it?
Area code is 443.
Mexico.
Maryland.
That's out there by you, Be Humble. You sure you ain't the pappy?
Would it say the same thing? What's the other area code, though? What's the other area code? What was the other area code she had?
Probably another Maryland area code.
It was 267. Let's see.
Them ain't nowhere near each other. This is gonna be crazy.
It's Baltimore type shit.
Oh, it's Baltimore?
Well, 443 was
Pennsylvania or Philadelphia area.
Okay. Yeah, those are two different states. What's that about?
But you see what I'm like? That's crazy.
That's a good point. I never thought about that. I know some people have like a Google Voice number or a WhatsApp number.
But you do that when you on bullshit. You don't do that when you on up and up. You give all these other different phone numbers because you on bullshit.
Yeah, but why would you have a phone number even though Philly's 2.5 hours away? Like, okay, Milwaukee's about an hour away. I don't have a Milwaukee, nothing. Yeah, nothing Milwaukee. Like, it makes no sense for me.
Got some Milwaukee
Indianapolis, other way, 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But I have a Miami area code, but y'all know why that is. I've been having my same phone number for I don't know how long.
And
I'm not going to change it. Yeah, and I used to live there.
So maybe that's it. Maybe she used to live there.
That could be one of the things, so I ain't gonna say that.
So,
good luck to them. Yeah, good luck to them.
It is what it is, man.
Get rid of
But it's just, to me, it just seemed, it's a lot fishy going on there. I will see that. Then, like you say, you're not looking for clout, but you're doing all this bullshit.
Now, let me pull this up, and then I'll show you one last thing after this. Let me speed this up.
30 minutes?
No, we ain't finna do 30.
Oh, boy, I don't want to listen to Dr. Umar talk for 30 minutes.
I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. When can we do this? When can we do the sit down? Been paying child support since you damn near came out the womb.
Hold up.
So you did know she was it. He did know she was it.
White man been in here and he been paying child support and he a deadbeat? No.
What's that, brother?
Ooh, somebody really looking for clout.
Yeah.
And that stepfather wasn't as good as we thought he was. You feel me? I ain't gonna say that about him. I'm just joking, brother. I don't really know who you are. You probably did a great job. But he paying child support.
Paying child support. Or paid it. So he did know the child did exist.
Yes. And he did not deny that wasn't his child.
Right.
When can we have a sit down? Child support started, you wasn't even out your mama yet. And she took me to child support. Deadbeat who? Deadbeat who?
Ooh-wee.
Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about? Where is my
Well, there's the custody.
Ooh, guess what? Hey, guess what he got on? He got on the African colors. They show you he ain't met with no white woman.
Can we please have a sit down?
He got a white wife beater on though. Close to himself. This nigga think he slick.
Fool the prince of Pan-Africanism any other time. Calling me names? Using profanity? Disrespectful mouth?
He finna whoop your ass if you get to the sit down, too.
Supporters out there, my true supporters. My true supporters. It ain't that many of my true supporters. But for my true supporters, I want y'all to stay focused. There's a lot of slander.
Come on, man. This nigga act like he always got some shit in his eye.
Lies being pushed out here.
Squinting and shit. Come on.
To build themselves up. I just want you to be really, really careful right now. Be patient, stay focused. Be patient, stay focused. Be patient, stay focused, brothers and sisters.
Crazy.
Y'all know me too well. Y'all know my love for children. They've been trying to reach me, and my phone number hasn't changed in 20 years. Mind you, I speak at graduations in Philadelphia all the time. I'm on the street in Philadelphia all the time.
That's
I
true.
have events in Philadelphia all the time.
Oh, pause. If she really wanted to meet him and have a conversation, couldn't she go on his website and get his goddamn itinerary to where he gonna be and where he gonna speak at?
My man paid child support, man.
But I'm saying though,
And he say he got the white man's what's your face.
But she said
White man's paperwork.
She
White
said
man's
this
paperwork.
wasn't for clout. Dr. Umar is a public speaker. He speaks at all these type of things. I know his schedule is on his website.
Definitely
So
for
she
clout.
couldn't go find his schedule. If you really wanted a conversation with your daddy like you say you is, and you know he'll talk to you, why wouldn't you go speak? Go if it's really not about the clout you're talking about, wouldn't you go do that?
Or a lecture. Like you said, I've been to not his lecture particularly, but I've been to a lot of the Pan-African or saying those guys in that arena. I've been to a couple of their lectures before, so it's easy to me if you just buy a ticket, go ahead.
He'll get your money back.
You can probably just walk up there
and say I'm Dr. Umar kid.
Yeah, or whatever, or go take a picture. Or whatever. But I'm just saying, yeah, it does kind of seem out of nowhere. She started going right into from reading the text message. He was asking about the area codes, and then she went into, do you have any other kids or whatever. I was like, that's not even how you kind of run a conversation.
Smile said she looking for a TV show.
Looking for some clout, like she said she wasn't looking for. When I paused it the first time, she's looking for clout.
Ain't
She's
worried
looking
about
for the
Dr. Umar, man,
she's trying to get
or his
some
daughter.
shine or something over like.
They both running scams.
Yeah.
Get that motherfucking school together, Umar. Fuck this shit.
Cultivate said she's looking to be interviewed so she can make a few dollars. I want to go to something that Cultivate said earlier. She said, I never understand how any man or woman doesn't want anything to do with the life they helped create. That's because a lot of people just want to have sex, but unprotected sex, but don't want to take care of the baby that comes along with it.
Hey, but Spaces, it feels so good. What do you tell people about that?
All right, well, you accept responsibility for what it is that you're doing.
I'm just telling you what they're going to say. They're going to say it feels so good.
They drive without a seatbelt. Heavens forbid they get into a collision and they fly through the front window.
It feels so good.
Make me feel so good.
You know you did. No, I ain't gonna go that far. I'm for the go. You know, you slid up in there with that rubber, and then you slid up in there with that skin to skin. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
All right, let's get a few more seconds of this, and I got one last thing. I got one last thing regarding this.
Everywhere, and you've been trying to find me. Stop the cap now.
Stop the cap now.
Stop the cap, brothers and sisters. Can we please stop the cap, brothers and sisters? But let me say this. The quickest way for you to get blocked or put on the FDMG Book of Negro list. The quickest way for you to get blocked or get put on the FDMG Book of Negro list. Shout out to my Stockholm, Sweden Africans. I'm so happy to be in Stockholm, Sweden. Pull up Saturday. It's going down. You automatically in the Book of Negroes. So take a risk at your own peril. But I will say this. I'm open to the conversation. Where is Mama Smurf at? Get Daughter Smurf and Mama Smurf and then Papa Smurf, and we're gonna have a nice conversation in front of the world. Let's get to the bottom of this. And I'm gonna bring white man paperwork. Oh yes, I have all of my white man paperwork. So baby Smurf, please get Mama Smurf, and Papa Smurf is gonna pull up.
Hey, I gotta use that, boy. Next time a motherfucking nigga play with me, I'm going to get that white man paperwork. Boy, keep playing with me. I got white man paperwork.
Why, if he's a Prince of Pan Africanism and he wants everything to be done black, why don't you have black paperwork?
You can't get black paperwork.
Because what? Then the letter's gonna be at the white, right?
Huh?
Letter's gonna have to be white then, right?
You said white man paperwork.
The black man paperwork.
But
where you get black man paperwork from?
My point exactly. My point exactly. But you know, when I was watching this video and I was listening to him talk, the only thing I could think of is you are a failure as a father.
How?
Because this one thing for her to have, she's 22 now.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you saying that the child is supposed to come to you and you are the father? If you wanted a relationship with your child, then you would have made sure at the very least after she reached 18 that you would have a relationship with her.
But you say custody battle already.
But how do we know he didn't reach out, but the mother put too much? We don't know the whole story. Like Be Humble said, it's her side, it's his side, and it's the truth. So we don't know if he did or he didn't. He probably could have. We don't know.
Well, I'm erring on the side if he didn't because he would say that. I watched this whole 30-minute video.
He would say what?
He would say, I have reached out to you. I have tried to have a relationship with you. Your mother blocked it all. Like, no.
He said he got a custody thing, though. To me, that's stating that. If he says if he has the white man paperwork, which is talking about custody, I feel like that's that.
Yeah, but I'm talking like, okay, emails, social medias, phone calls, something. Your number ain't changed.
I think he did.
It's quite possible. I'm not necessarily saying I'm not saying that he didn't, because like you said, we don't know if he did or didn't. I'm erring on the side of no, because after she reached the age of 18, she can do whatever she wants to do.
But she can also, if she really want a thing with her father too, you 18 now. You can go reach out too.
1,000%. I agree with that. I 100% agree.
If you really want your father's attention and your father's love, you can go reach out. Like I said, she said she wasn't reaching all this for clout. To me, all this is for clout. Because like, he's a public figure, a public speaker. If you want your father or your father's attention and you've been going through this all your life, your mother wouldn't probably let you, you could easily go on his website. Just like you press the send button to send in this video out there, you could have go seen everywhere he want to speak at. And when he got back to your hometown or whatever, you could have went up there and met your father and had a conversation with you. Guaranteed he was, as soon as he got through or before, he would have had that conversation with you. He'd have made time for you.
I think at that point she'd be putting in more effort than he is, and it wouldn't have worked anyway. To me, it's the onus after she reaches the age of 18. The onus of the relationship is on him.
I understand.
Can she go to her, a seminar? Why is she paying to go see her father? If heavens forbid I ever get into the situation, if I have a custody battle, I lose the custody battle, I'm paying child support and all that stuff. Once you reach the age of 18, since you got the paperwork, you know when her birthday is. Once she reaches the age of 18, come on.
But I can't, because if, like you said, that's the ego talking. Why do she got to do this? Why she got to do that? Ego kills a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And that's the ego talking, why I got to go do this. If you want that relationship, you're going to put your ego on the back burner and go find out how to get in touch with your father to have a conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really personally. I can't pick a side. I mean, if anything, she's a chip off the old block, running scams. So that's definitely his daughter.
Yeah.
Good luck to him though, man. Definitely good luck.
I don't got no side neither. It's just the simple fact of it is, I'm on the side of it's both of their responsibilities. Mm-hmm. Both of them could have reached out, did a little bit better job to talk to each other. If you really want to talk to somebody, like we was talking earlier with the pre-conversation, you make time for what you want to make time for. Even though we're busy men or whatever, if we say, oh, okay, I know I'm busy, but I got this time at this day, I'm going to make sure I come see you or come do that. Mm-hmm. You're going to make sure you go do that because that's the man of your word. So if he wanted to go see her, like she wanted to go see him, she would have did that. But now she's blasted all over social media, all over everything now because of the clout that she's looking for. She's getting it.
Let's see.
Yeah, good luck, man.
This the last part. And this is when I watched a little bit of this, and then I was like, all right, yeah. I know what this is about.
This is what my dad responded to me. Good evening, princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father. So you decided to reach out to me because I outed you.
Right there, I had to turn it off.
So that's what you was. But that's
I had to turn it off right there.
I thought it. Man.
I thought it went for clout.
That's when once I saw that I was like, yeah.
But
clout. Clout.
Anyway.
Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
I'm just saying, man. Go, Dr. Phil. Go on Dr. Phil on that white man show. And
with their white man paperwork.
With their white man paperwork. Yeah, y'all hash it out.
Yeah.
Because clearly he said, come on, let's get a time and date together. So now he's actually going ahead and put that foot forward, and you want to expose that instead of saying, you know what, I actually want to go out and meet my father.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Go ahead.
I think the reason why I'm kind of like almost leaning to the side of him, he's a public figure. He know this shit can destroy him. Mm-hmm. Like if his following base and everything is not as strong as it should be, this can destroy him because he always preaches family, like you said. Mm-hmm. You said I'm with the messenger or whatever, but I still look at you crazy. Mm-hmm. People will look at him a lot crazy, just like me and Jay every day said. If he came back with a white woman, it'd be done for him for me. So that's why I'm like kind of leaning on the side of him, and I kind of like believe in everything he said. Mm-hmm. With this clout, and she's chasing this, and she's probably chasing whatever she's chasing.
Yeah, that's when I had to turn it off because what do you really want at this point now? Because you're tripping about him responding, but then a couple videos ago you said your father is completely absent in your life. So what if he didn't respond to you at all? Then you'll be complaining that he didn't respond. What do you want?
And then, she got the equipment. She put the backdrop back there while she was on the screen. You know what I'm saying? She got this. She was waiting for this to get her shit going.
She edited it.
Yeah, she really doing this shit. Yeah, she really doing this shit.
I want to really show you the receipts. Face ass.
Yeah, so that's I didn't even watch the rest of this particular video because I was officially confused on what her goal is.
You had all this time. You had all these chances.
Go just read like a few comments for that thing.
For this one?
Yeah, just click on the comment. Let me see what people say.
Let's see.
What's on Instagram? No, I'm curious. Like, what kind of followers she getting? Motherfuckers trying to boost their following up.
Sounds like he's about to give her some real truth at lunch in front of her mother. She just need a hug and an apology. She hurt, but that whole being accountable about how we hold that one was terrible. Maybe I read it terribly. Ghetto. If this is what she was avoiding dealing with, what he was avoiding dealing with, I understand completely. Yeah. If her mom behaves anything like this video, just pay child support and keep your peace.
She sound like a mama off the dribble. He said, "Good evening, princess." He was trying to lure the defenses.
This person said, "I'm no Umar fan, but I'm confused. Not confused." I'm confused because she outed him. He reached out, and now she upset about him reaching out.
Like, it's like, what the fuck do you want from me?
Wait, what's the replies? What are they saying? Somebody gonna say some dumb shit.
Agreed. Exactly. Make it make sense. That was before he made a disrespectful video calling her a clout chaser and a struggle streamer. She only
You do it. Somebody's gonna say stupid shit.
She only wanted info on her half sister. It took her shaming him publicly for him to reach out. That's the point. She had to go that far just for him to make an attempt at repairing the relationship. Why is that hard to understand?
You know what? That child support money then ran out.
Ooh.
That child support money then ran out. That's what it is. She probably didn't finish college. She seemed fairly educated. Yeah. That's what that is, man. She need a couple of dollars. Ooh. Biden didn't make good on it on canceling them student loans. He didn't make good on none of that.
Out here volunteering lives and shit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Because I've looked at this a few times. Come on.
This must have really interested
you. Because you just deep into this, weren't you?
To an extent, because like I'm it's one part of me is like I'm real big on father, daughter, parent to child relationships. And on the other end, it's like how you talking about keeping black families together, and it sounds like you got 2 black women pregnant and you didn't marry neither one of them, but yet you're still out here reaching out. Who wants to have lunch with King Kong consciousness?
One of the great philosophers every day say, "Boy, I only can do so much, boy. Fuck you. Bye." Because I did everything I was supposed to do. I even went above and beyond. But you still causing me no peace to everybody. I still got other kids in this house. You think I'm going to worry about you and put them at sacrifice? Huh?
If this thing would communicate, let's see. Care. I just want to put this out here.
Oh, we been knew that though.
I just want because you know
we
me.
Been knew that.
You know me. I just let the research and the information.
We been knew that. We been knew that.
Speak for itself. The question I typed in: what group of men take care of their children the most?
We been knew that.
Studies suggest that black fathers who live with their children are more involved in activities like bathing, dressing, and helping with the toilet compared to their white or Hispanic counterparts. And this is just quick Googles.
We been knew that.
According to the CDC, black fathers were most likely to have been involved in activities with their children compared to white and Hispanic fathers. That's ABC 10. That's not, I don't think that's what I, but just saying, like, people love to have this, to run along with the social media. Black fathers black men don't take care of their kids. Black men don't take care of their kids. Well,
I don't know how many times I done told people, boy, my inner circle, a group of friends, everybody that was in my wedding, most of the people that was at my wedding, motherfucker had babysitters for their fucking kids at home because they take care of them, they live with them. I don't hang with nobody who don't take care of their kids. Point blank, period.
So I did like 7 minutes on the Stairmaster today. Didn't do too long. 7 minutes
I ain't
on
get to the
bike.
gym. I'm bad, man. I ain't get to the gym this morning.
You know what I'm saying? We was kind of working on legs and shit today, so it wasn't really that bad.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, man, now you got me messed up today. I didn't go to the gym, bro. I was too busy eating Nutella pancakes, man. Them shits was fire. I'm not going to lie. Went to Lake Street Cafe every day.
Oh, yeah. Solid for sure.
Yeah, it's a nice one. You need to go there one day, Spaces.
Lake Street Cafe.
Yeah,
Man, we need to get the guys back together, man. Do that.
Damo birthday coming up.
Straight up, we could do that. When April, right? Oh,
No,
March.
March. We going. I don't know where he gonna want to go to. Okay. But we going somewhere.
That's the last week of March, though, right? I might be out of town.
Oh yeah, you did say you going.
But we gonna get up for sure. Do something.
Matter of fact, let's do one in May. We gonna probably try to set up one in May.
For sure.
Set up a Friday. We go eat some brunch or some breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
There was something regarding I lost it.
What we looking for now? You still on this?
No, not Dr. Umar. No.
Go to our IG. I got a couple things right now. I sent you. That was one of them.
Speaking of
I would definitely like to talk about this.
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk about this now.
Yes, let's talk about this.
What is this on?
We could talk about this, and then I'll also like, cause for whatever, I thought this was the other photo I had seen earlier this week with the
Did I send both of them? I think I sent both of them.
with the white dude. I mean, the black dude getting killed by his white woman, his white wife.
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
Let's see. Oh my goodness, man! Come on.
Somebody send that to the IG if y'all got an IG.
Yeah.
White dude, black dude get killed by his white wife.
Buddy's name was RG3.
Yeah. Nigga named Reggie.
Okay, let's see.
Are you trying to find a picture? That was on D.L. Hughley's page. He had a question.
He's taking care of his kids. Let's go.
Okay, there we go. This cool for what y'all trying to say?
No, he had it's a description and a caption. It was
You want to go to the D.L. Hughley specifically?
Yeah, to go to D.L. Hughley page.
Because I was trying to find it earlier.
Download Hughley. Let's go.
Download.
Oh, there's on Facebook too.
Oh, yeah, this is it right here. Yep. This is it. Okay, so you want to go ahead? And
This was Jay every day.
Oh,
This
Jay
ain't got nothing to do with me.
What happened?
You sent this. And
I sent it to the group. I didn't have no
okay.
question. I figured you had a question behind it.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to see what D.L. Hughley said. I
Okay.
want to answer that because he
All
said.
right, go ahead. I mean, pull it back
yeah,
up so
yeah.
people can see.
Yeah.
So I don't follow. I'm assuming this is a guy in sports.
Yeah, that's
he
what
was-
he used to be quarterback. He was like the number 2 or number 3 pick back in the day. But he was a deal. He went to Baylor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know the situation, so you guys got to tell me.
Okay, I think just read the thing. D.L. Hughley just asking a question. 'Cause he said that, yeah.
RG3 says teaching your children to not date or marry outside of your race is actually teaching hate. Do you agree with RG3? Is teaching your kids to only date their own race is teaching hate?
No. I mean, that's really that simple, though. It's not teaching hate. It's teaching
Self-love.
yeah, self-love.
Loving your own skin. Loving your own skin.
So I don't know what this nigga talking about.
But was he talking about just specifically black, or was he talking about everybody? Because I think don't Indians force you to like go on arranged marriages and stuff? Arab and Indians, right? Don't Latinos do the same thing, right?
Arabians for sure. Not entirely, but yeah, they practice arranged marriages.
Yeah, Latinos and Mexicans and stuff too, right?
Do they do arranged marriage? I don't think so.
They want you to marry their own.
Yeah.
Chinese,
Oh, yeah. La Raza.
huh?
Oh yeah.
A lot of down south whites.
Yeah.
So they all teaching hate?
I don't think no.
Hell no.
I'm with what everybody's saying in the chat. No, absolutely. Be Home said not at all. Cultivate said no.
I mean, I prefer you to marry somebody, that look like you, culturally like you. But, okay, we always going to trump that, I want you to marry, you my son, I want you to marry a woman. Right? So I'd rather you marry a woman before you marry a black male. You see what I'm saying? Or any other. You my daughter, I'd rather you marry a man before you marry a black woman or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
matter of fact, I don't want you to that. The last part ain't even no option. We just don't want that at all. Okay, ain't no even though before. We don't want them as options. You know what I'm saying? I want you to stick first with somebody from the opposite sex. That's it. Yeah. And then obviously
We'll go to black
culturally
next.
and stuff,
We'll go to
black
black
and
next.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
black
Yeah, I want
next.
you to do that first. You got to consider that person. You know what I'm saying? Though somebody from your background for sure.
Like I always say, man, let's go with any race.
Don't bring home no men's.
Let's go with any race. As a black man, I will never know what it is to be a white person. I don't care what happens. I don't care how much I bleach my skin. I don't care what I do or how many books I read. I don't care how many times, how many family reunions I went to. I would never know what it is to be a white man. Mm-hmm. Vice versa. She will never know what it is to be a black person. She could be in the hood. She could put golds in her mouth. She could wear Jordans. She could do everything we do. She can eat fried chicken. She can season her chicken. She can put hot sauce on that chicken. She can do all that she want to do, but she will never know what it is to be a black person. It doesn't matter.
So let me ask you this: what is it to be a black person?
It's just the culture and what we go through and how we see things. Even though we didn't grow up in the same area or whatnot like that, but we still feel some of the same things. We go through some of the same things.
Yeah, he got a fetish. That's all this is. It's fetish.
Yeah, because I'm trying to see who she is. That's
the second wife, I believe, the one in the picture with the kids.
That's his second wife, right?
Yeah,
and that was his first wife, I think.
Yeah, this is his second wife.
Okay, so this is his second wife.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely upgraded. I mean,
and this is his first wife.
Yeah, she looked like some shit. Like,
That's so. I'm trying to understand what the issue is here.
Or would you?
Because I'm on the side of you guys with that. Like, it's just date somebody that treats you well and has that's gonna have that plans on having a future with you. All that stuff, all the obvious stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just if I have a son, we gonna have some different conversations if you bring a man home. If I have a daughter, it's gonna have some different conversations if you bring a girl home. But as far as skin color, what's the issue here?
But even if you prefer that, does that make you a bad person? No. If you prefer your daughter to marry a black man, does that make you a bad person?
Not at all. Not at all.
And look, even if she do bring a beige man home, a little bit lighter than Spaces, it's my green eyes,
Michael Ealy.
Yeah, no. That's still a nigga. Still a dude.
Are you talking about like a white dude?
Yeah. If she still bring a white man home, it's like, damn, I thought you want to bring somebody home like your daddy, but it's still cool. It's a dude.
That's it.
But that's the only thought. I still prefer her to marry a black man, but I'm not gonna force her to.
To add to what you're saying, I think my only gripe would be if you consistently bringing somebody that's white home.
Like you ain't see no brothers out there.
Yeah. It's like,
you ain't see no
especially of course, I'm a father. I'm in your life.
Yeah.
To me, that's kind of saying, what is it? Something about me
that you don't
like,
right?
Because kids are really gonna get somebody that's a reflection of their parent.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're either gonna go, they're gonna go get a mate that's a reflection of their parent, or somebody completely different because it was something that they didn't like about their parent, and this is why they're getting somebody completely different. So if you consistently bringing somebody home white,
my daddy was too much of a nigga. I need a white person.
Right.
But I look at it like this too, because you gotta look at where people go to school at too, and what you're around all the time. If that's what you see all the time, that's what it is. And a lot of us, as when you start making a little bit of paper, you move farther to the suburbs and the better schools, and it's a majority of that is like white and Latino or whatnot.
I went to a 92% white high school, Lord. You know what I'm saying?
So that don't go? They don't count? They don't go?
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was other black guys, you know what I'm saying, there, and they dated white girls, but that wasn't my thing.
But also, too, you still lived and hung out where you hung out.
Yeah, and they did too.
You still hung out where you hung out, though, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I kind of see why.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he didn't get like no ugly motherfucker. But I'm just, if you do bring home somebody, make sure they ain't crazy looking. Just hit, our sisters be like, okay, I see why he did that. You know what I'm saying?
But I look at it as, it still is like who you hang around, who you go to school. Because some people will go to school out there, but then they won't hang right there. They'll be hanging with the brothers and the sisters in the hood and stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it is about where you grow up at and stuff like that. So you may be culturally more near, white people as far as, culture-wise. You might listen to the same thing. And you had that in the hood, too, where you have some white people who had never moved out the hood, and they stay there, and they, pick up on the lingo, eat the same food, and so on and so forth. And then they go get them a black woman, So but that's not the norm either.
So what I'm trying to figure out, because you guys may know this better than me, when did they get married?
I thought it.
Because
it didn't say over that the first one that you put up there.
Let's see.
Like when he had his wives. Yes, married 2018.
Okay, there it is. There. Okay, 2018. Okay, got you. Right.
Oh, he was only married to her for 3 years?
The first
Damn.
one, first lady.
What the fuck going on? He married for 3 years? Y'all was just boyfriend and girlfriend still. Go back to what Rob said. You know, Rob, though. Shut up for the back of the day what Rob said.
This nigga lying, so. I said, first of all, my boy, I said I wasn't dating white girls. Josh definitely was not dating white girls. Cracking them is something different, you know what I'm saying? This is high school, man. Nobody fucking with no white girls.
Hey, boy, he made sure that was high school.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. That was high school.
Yeah, high school.
He looked at no white girl.
Okay, so they got married in 2018. Okay. So what I was trying to figure out.
Wait. Go back. Because this is crazy. It say he got divorced when he got divorced.
Like
2016.
Damn, and he got right back married in 2018?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
God damn. Did you at least know her? Did you meet her parents?
Well, you always need like that white woman to come in and get some of that bread. So they probably set him up with her.
Yeah,
I feel like shit like that be like arranged. That should be arranged.
That's what I don't know, because this whole timeline is kind of confusing. Because let's think about it in reverse, right? If let's just say his first wife, Rebecca Lidicoat, whatever, divorced him back into whoever she divorced back in 2016, and then she turned around and got married in 2018. I would think that dude has already been around.
No, I was just gonna say that. His new wife now is a motherfucking shoot the side chick. They been fucking around. During the marriage, towards the tail end of the marriage, they was fucking around. I'm not trying to hear what you talking about. You can say, well, I started messing with. That's just like them niggas be talking about some, man, she was around, but I ain't started dating her till she was 18. Nigga, you was fucking her and putting peanuts in her when she was 16, brother. You just eventually got it made it official when she turned 18. But you was messing with her.
Damn, Jay-Z allegedly.
yeah, you was already doing that. I'm not trying to hear what you talking about. You
Allegedly.
Can't tell me nothing else, nothing different. She was the side chick, bro. She was probably the reason why you got divorced in the first place.
Yeah, that's the sentiment I have. That's the sentiment I have. She was already around.
Yeah, he was the side chick. She was the side chick.
She was already kicking it.
You never know. Niggas be getting married in 6 months, B.
Because when I seen that they had,
Shay every day, she was the side chick, B.
Maybe she was. I don't know.
He upgraded.
I don't know this nigga. I don't know this nigga. I don't know what he didn't hear in between. He definitely upgraded. I'm not taking that away from that. I don't know. Never know when these people met.
Man, look here. Allegedly, she was the side chick. She was the side chick, bro. I don't try to hear what nobody else talking.
Perhaps she was. I mean,
and from what I was reading just now, while I was listening to everybody talk, she's not broke. I read something that she has it may not. This is quick Google, so I don't know for sure, but she had a gym. So it's not like it was just like
a gym, or she got like a $16 million gym like this nigga is worth. He's worth $16 million, ain't he?
Well, yeah, he's definitely the air quotes breadwinner or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm just thinking of it from a standpoint of like she wasn't doing anything, and he just like, okay, I found me a cute white girl. I like my white women, so she got a nice body. She ain't ugly.
Milk of magnesia, he like them.
That almond milk of magnesia. You know, so he's like, all right, come on. And again, I didn't know anything about him. So when I first saw the picture when you sent it, Jay, every day, I was like, I know he didn't just pick up a woman with 3 kids.
No.
I think 2 of them is already, one of them is from his previous marriage, right?
Well, so according to this, because I was looking at that, it was saying that all 3 of them were theirs together.
About to say you've been with about 8 years, so
because they had the first one in 2017. Let me go. Where'd it go?
But to answer the question, man, fuck what RG3 talking about.
Yeah, he
at the end of the day, fuck what
my father always trying to justify them marrying a white woman. You ain't got to justify nothing. Do what you do. Is that what you do? But people try to, justify like, oh, I married this. It's going to be hate if you don't know. You like white women, go ahead and do your thing. It's okay.
You know what? That was the side chick.
Why you say that? Why you say it now?
I said now because of the dates. If he had the baby in 2017 and
yeah. So it says their first daughter was born in July 22nd of July 2017. He divorced his first wife.
That's
in
month
2016.
7. It take 9 months to make them.
So that
brings you back to 2016.
That bread was already cooking.
Yeah,
that bread was already in the oven.
What's
Matter of fact, she was pregnant when he told her I wanted a divorce.
No,
she was already there. Yeah. They was already planning this out. The couple married on the 10th of March 2018. Their second daughter was born September 2019. Their third daughter in January 2023.
This nigga can't be shooting the club up.
Let's see. Deja said, "That's what's going on, Deja. Good to see you in the chat." She said, "That's not the guy that said he'd rather marry a white dog than a black woman."
Who said that?
No, that's not him. No, that's you talking about Buddy who got killed?
Oh, he got killed after he said that.
Yeah, no, his white woman killed him.
The one you started talking about earlier.
Yeah. But my thing about that is because we don't have the picture up, but you probably be able to type it in real quick. But
what is it? A guy gets
black guy gets killed by a white wife. Just
killed
by a white wife.
March 1st.
Should be that, yeah.
Let's see here.
Talking about allegedly. She was supposed to be cleaning her gun.
Oh, she shot him by mistake?
Yeah, while she was cleaning her gun.
Shame. Internet drags black man allegedly killed by his wife and white girlfriend for the pettiest reason. They're dragging him, the person that died.
Yeah, so that's my whole thing is like I get it. He was reckless at the mouth talking about black women. And, it's ironic that he did get killed by his white wife. That being said, like, a loss of a life is a loss of a life. Like, to me, that's nothing to laugh. Ain't no aha moments and none of that dumb shit. You know what I mean? To me, that, like, it becomes real insensitive because at the end of the day, the man did have daughters by the lady.
Not a daughters ain't got no kid, father.
Right. Or mother either at this point.
Yeah, she gone.
So,
let's see what.
But they probably get her like a couple years. She white lady.
The news of a black man allegedly being slayed by a white woman who turned out to be his girlfriend during Black History Month. It sounds like a black person wrote this article. Shocked many
it was his wife.
Black readers. However, when a few people did some digging into the victim's social media profile, they were traded in their remorse for disgust. The Burke County Sheriff arrested KNoWKi for involuntary manslaughter February 25th. The arrest and charge stems from a shooting incident. Investigators tells Fox 54 News. Cobb and her boyfriend, Telvin Osborne, were allegedly under the influence of alcohol when the two got into an argument. Cobb told the police they were out all night. Upon arriving at home, she went to the master bedroom to check her firearm. Which she described as routine, the report says. However, with little details as to how, Cobb told the police the firearm shot up.
The firearm shot. That bitch just blew on his own.
Think about this, too. Cobb told the police the firearm shot a bullet toward Osborne, which struck him in the chest.
Well, that's it. We're going to wrap this case up.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Case
the gun
closed.
did it.
Case closed. So I'm actually curious about his social media profile.
Yeah, he was talking crazy from what I heard.
Bringing up OJ. What the heck? Whatever.
OJ,
he not black, he OJ.
Well, yeah, no, my whole thing, it was kind of like the whole Kobe thing as well. I mean, even though Kobe didn't talk greasy about black women, it was like when Kobe died, you had so many women going to the social media or making YouTube videos about, how they wish Kobe was in hell and shit like that. And I was just like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he didn't marry a black woman.
Same sentiment Spaces was talking about when Kevin Samuel had passed away.
Yeah, same shit. Basically, it's like, damn, you wish people die
just because
they don't
agree with you.
They could be on the extreme polar side of you. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, as long as a person is still alive, it's an opportunity for them to change.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They could be, as long as they're not physically harming anybody or whatever, still an opportunity for them to change. But once, it's a loss of life. And again, it's ironic that, hey, you did die by the hands of, the colonizer. But You know,
Gotta answer the call, man.
What did we say earlier? They think black women okay with you not taking care of your kids, but don't you dare date no white woman.
don't you dare date no white woman.
I'll take care of these kids by myself, but you better not be out there having fun with a white woman. You got me fucked up.
Look at him with that white woman.
You got right fucked all the way up if you out there having fun with a white woman. Spending money you could be spending on your kids on a white woman?
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys got anything else for that?
No, man.
the
Fuck
last-
what RG3 talking about for sure.
Heck no, it's definitely not hate. I don't think I chimed in on that. It's not hate by any means.
Yeah.
I believe in being with a person that treats you well. Now, again, my personal preference is for black people to date black people because I love seeing black people together, enjoying life and being successful. But if I have a child, my child's gonna be black. If my black child decides to date somebody that's not black, as long as they treat them well, I'm cool.
Do what you want to do. Date who you want to date. Just because I prefer you to date black don't mean I'm hateful to you or whatever. Niggas just want to see black families, that's all. But date what you want to date. Still don't make you no less. That's just what I prefer.
So my son don't bring no men's to the crib, and my daughters don't bring no women's to the crib.
Much agreed.
That's it.
All right, so this is the last thing I got, and this is about.
Are there any gays? No gays. I don't
This-
know that. The string is written on me. Go ahead.
So this was, I didn't get to. I'll just let it speak for itself. So this guy Brian Donald, I forget his name, Byron. I'm sorry, he was on the Breakfast Club. He did a great job on the Breakfast Club. I like the conversation, but he's now he announced that he's going for mayor of Florida. But I heard this and I was like, oh man, this is so embarrassing. Speed this up a little bit. So he's going to be questioning the mayors of sanctuary cities of Denver, Chicago, Eric Adams in New York. He's going to be asking them questions.
He's running for what? I'm sorry.
Mayor of Florida.
Mayor
I
or
believe
governor?
it's mayor. It might be. I might have misspoken. I'll look at it while we. It might be governor.
Gotta be
Governor actually sounds better. Governor of Florida. But check it out.
Committee, we've been talking about illegal immigration and oversight the entire time. I remember we had a this committee that went down to the El Paso section of the border. This was back in February, March of 2021. And during that time period, we were at one of the holding centers, and there were these buses that were coming to the detention facility, and they were picking up 30 kids, 50 kids, at random, walking out of the facility. And when I went over to question the bus driver that was transporting these kids, border agents told me, as a member of Congress, that you're not allowed to question the bus driver. And of course, people knowing me, I didn't take no for an answer, and I repeated the question. And I was told that this bus of children was leaving El Paso and going to San Diego. And so what was occurring under the Biden administration is that they were busing unaccompanied minors all across the United States for one reason and one reason only. And that was because they did not want the press to see the pictures of kids in cages. They did not want to see our borders being overrun. They wanted to disperse that problem all through the United States. That is the reckless history of illegal immigration under Joe Biden and the Democrat Party. Mayor Johnston of Denver, you lamented earlier that there were 10 to 11 buses coming per day to your city. Did you ever talk to Joe Biden about why this was happening to your community?
Thank you, Congressman. I both reached out to Governor Abbott from Texas. He didn't respond, and I did.
Why would you reach out to Governor Abbott of Texas when it is Joe Biden, the former commander-in-chief, that opened up our borders? Why didn't you talk to him?
Well, our buses directly were being sent from Governor Abbott in Texas, so that was why we reached out to say we're happy to collaborate on a coordinated entry system. We understand no one state or no one city should bear the entire brunt of this, but let's collaborate. But I did.
So I'm glad you said that, because that brings me to my next point. Governor Abbott
Hold on, he's going to let him finish the question.
started moving illegal aliens.
Yeah, that's what both Republicans and Democrats do with these conversations. They tend to cut each other off, and I hate it. I hate it.
It's not getting nowhere, no concept. You don't know the concept of the conversation because you keep cutting them off. And like what is he talking about? Like, because he keeps saying, "Oh, did you talk to this? No, I talked to the this of this. Why you talk to them? Why you ain't talk to the? What the fuck is going on here?"
Yeah, they do that a lot in these congressional meetings, and I hate it because I'm interested in what they have to say. As long as they're answering the question, then I'm interested in what they have to say. But it gets bad. Watch.
Aliens out of their states who were bearing the brunt of what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were doing, and they sent them to Denver, they sent them to Chicago, they sent them to New York, they sent them to Martha's Vineyard. The reason why they did that is because you four could hide. behind the realities of illegal immigration on border towns all through our country and on cities and states who did not want to see illegal immigration but did not have the political representation to go to the White House. And only when it showed up on your doorstep did you get upset. Mayor Johnson, coming back to you, how much did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022.
79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because we don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor, you don't have the math in front of you?
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years, which is the
Mayor
same number that
how much
depends
does
from
the city of New York
the
actually
state
spend
of
on illegal
Texas.
immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you, you don't have a hard number. And if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on
I
illegal
agree with
immigration?
that.
$6.9 billion of taxpayers' dollars.
I'll blame Brandon Johnson.
So if you don't have a hard number, that means you're not running it right because you just said 1%?
Yeah, you should have some. You should have had the numbers. You got numbers in the other time. Why you ain't got the numbers? Because you're trying to make percentages just sound 1%. It sound kind of good. Like, oh, that ain't shit. You start putting actual numbers on it.
Oh,
1%. Yeah, you 79, 200 million, 300 billion, shit like that. Now that's not, that's a lot of money. But 1% or whatever, that don't sound like shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all, that's all just about, you just playing at this point.
Yeah, and
you too goddamn sassy for me.
Hey, I've been said that, nigga, with a I've been, I think I said that a long time ago. How long I've been saying that?
Yeah, that nigga sassy.
Yeah, and to that regard, it's like this conversation, this congressional meeting is specifically about the money that's being spent on immigration. Mm-hmm. Why would you not have that number in front of you, or the budget that's been spent dedicated to?
I think
illegal
he did.
immigrants?
I think he just didn't want to say. I think he did have the number. He had the number right there in front of him, and you know how you look at it. You look at budgets. You spent, say, $1,600, $1,700, $2,300 in rent, right? $2,300 in rent, right? We're going to say $2,000 in rent.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying if somebody trying to say, I spent $1,600.
$2,300 in rent. But if I go and say I spent 15% of my normal income on rent, don't that sound much more better than $2,300?
Yeah.
15% is like, that's only 15%.
Because we don't know the numbers. And that's what he was trying to say.
So he had them in front of him, but he looked at both of them like, that 1% sound a little bit better than that motherfucking 79 million or that 200 million that I just really spent on this shit.
Yeah, Lloyd gonna be a one-termer. I'm sorry.
We talked a few months ago now about how Chicago is headed towards a $982 million deficit.
Yeah.
And so 1% of 982 million. So you're gonna say we're 982. We have a $982 million deficit, or we have a 1%, whatever he said. You're gonna say the number that sound better.
No. Jerry, they right with that. Like, cause I didn't think about it like that, but like you say, motherfucker talking about they taking 1% of your check. Okay, that's cool. But motherfucker say,
how much is that?
But if motherfucker say, boy, I'm gonna take 1,500. What's 1,500?
Yeah.
1,500? No, ain't no 1,500.
Yeah.
You're right there with that 1%. Motherfucker let that breeze over. Like, all right, bet, cool.
Because if somebody asks you, what's your monthly budget? You have some numbers.
Yeah.
So
$0.9 billion.
This is the one that this is the number that killed me right here. Check this out. Now they talking about 2 years from 2022 to 2024.
Of the overall budget over the last 4 years, which is the same number that depends from
New York actually
state of
spent on illegal
Texas.
immigration. Mayor Johnson, I already asked you, you don't have a hard number. If you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers' dollars.
6.9.
Who is he again?
Mayor Adams of New York.
No, him.
Oh, Byron. He's
from South Carolina or something.
I'm not sure where he's
from. He's from down south somewhere. I know he's from down south somewhere. He be sounding crazy too, because he talk with people that really don't know nothing, but when somebody else got in front of him that know the numbers and shit like him, this nigga shut the fuck up. He ain't saying really knew too much. I done seen him in both things. When he go back and forth with people that barely know politics and all that stuff, yeah, he sounds really good. But when he go with people that's on the same level as him, he don't sound like he sound no more like you think he be cooking it up. No, you don't.
Let me send me that because I want to see it. Cause I haven't seen it because I've heard him talk. I've heard different interviews with him, and he goes back and forth. So if you've seen it, just please let me see.
Yeah, with people that it always like that. If I know, I don't know politics, so you'll talk circles around me. And I'm not trying to go back and forth with you about this and that.
Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, I don't know politics. So you'll talk circles around me because I don't know politics.
Mm-hmm.
I just know common sense.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get when somebody else that's schooling me on politics, because I'm sitting there listening, that knows just as much, they're like, nah, that don't really go like that. That sounds good, but that don't really go like that.
Mm-hmm.
You start to see, oh, you're not as smart as you say you is. You a smart dumb nigga. That's what you is. You feel me?
You know how to sound smart.
Yeah, you know how to sound smart, but you a smart dumb nigga. You feel me?
You roughly 1% of the
you like one of them. You him. You one of them. But that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Dollars of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering citizens.
You don't ask about how much money the city of Boston has spent on illegal immigration? Are you out of your mind?
Between immigration status.
Do you manage your budget or not, Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor Wu, do you manage your budget or not?
Numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So to the city of Boston, just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
the city of Boston is sick of having people outside Boston.
Mr. Mayor, I have a question for you because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specifics.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be legal.
Let me ask you this question, because one of the great libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman, famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
And I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America has to choose, Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our
told his ass you done.
I choose to secure the nation. I yield back.
So,
what?
What you about to say?
I don't know. That might be a health issue, so I don't want to step on that.
Oh man, now that was, if you can spare some time to watch the video, because the way those congressional meetings work, each person that's asking the questions has a certain amount of time to ask said questions. So that's part of the reason why they cut people off, because they want to get their questions off, and a lot of times people will extend their answer.
Filibuster.
And take up all the time, and the person that's asking the question won't get to everybody or ask whatever they want to ask. So I understand that to an extent as to why they kind of cut people off. But the reason why one reason why I brought that up, because Mayor Eric Adams in New York, they said in 2 years they spent $6.9 billion.
Ain't this what you trying to move to?
It was a conversation. Smiles, you still in here?
Okay. I thought you were trying to move to New York.
It was a conversation. But no, it was $6.9 billion in 2 years, bro. What are the? So even we talked a while ago with about the EBT. A lot of these illegal immigrants are reportedly having. Like they'll have their EBT, the food stamp card, the link card, will have 5 digits on it. Now, in regards to the videos and reports of that, I've never seen with my own eyes somebody have that. We only seen a receipt. Smiles. He said that 1-bedroom still available.
How much of that is? $2,300?
That's why it's still available.
$2,300 a month, right?
But come on.
My bad. 5 bands.
My question is not my question because it's kind of rhetorical. Where's that money coming from? You said taxpayers, but okay, if the taxpayers, or I guess the federal government, had that money to spend on these illegal immigrants, where has it been this whole time when American people, when immigration was lower and these people didn't come here?
Man, they always got money for when they need money for. We print money every day, B. Where do we get the money?
For wars, we can't feed the poor.
What do we get money to send to Ukraine? Where do we get all that money? We kept saying that we in a deficit, we broke, we this, we that. Like, what she say? You I don't get it. Like, we have money for whatever we have money for. We ain't got no money for no tax breaks. Yeah, we should be getting tax breaks. We have money for whatever we want money for. If they say they want to send Israel 200 billion right now, they're gonna find a way to send them 200 billion.
Let's see. He said, 800 dropped the ball. 800 for the one bedroom. That's what you said. Tax breaks.
What the fuck is that overlooking? The alley? New York? 800.
You get alley. You look out the window. It's another building. It's a brick wall.
Yeah. It's a damn shame what happened to that dog.
He said,
Coming to America. They was in Queens. Ain't that when you was trying to go to Queens?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Remember they had the outline, the chalk outline of the dog?
Yeah, say what happened to that dog.
He said LMAO upstate.
Oh, upstate. Okay, I
He
guess.
said NYC residents pay 2 taxes, one for the city and one for the state.
Yeah.
Damn, one for the city and one for the state?
That's where that 6.9 billion came from.
So they got federal, state, and city?
Or maybe
Damn, you got to pay a city tax for working? It's crazy work.
But I mean, we talked before about how, and you guys told me this, where some people in sports pay
a jock
athletes
tax.
Jock tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tax twice.
Oh,
so just city and state.
Don't do that no more.
What? Let me take it off the screen.
Finna give me the roast. See, man? Doing the Mr. Potato Head thing here, man. Come on.
Boy, she got that motherfucker.
We don't know. It could be a health condition.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, bro, because it's a lot of people like that, and I don't think it's a health.
But yeah, it's a city.
Well, that's not
city and a
cute.
state. City
But
and
it's federal and state here though.
Yeah.
But that's it. But then what if they add I don't even want to give them no motherfucking ideas.
The
I don't
double
stay I don't stay in the city no way, so it don't matter.
City, state, and federal would be crazy. So
yeah, then I'll be talking about moving somewhere else. Don't worry about it.
He said, well, 3 times, federal 2, but in the local level it's twice.
That's crazy.
So you do get, New Yorkers do get, all right, never mind, Smiles.
Damn, done.
Oh boy, he just made his decision.
Never
you see
mind,
that?
Smiles.
He made
Damn,
his decision.
Dunny.
He just made his decision. Like, boy, I was thinking about it, but I ain't thinking about it no more.
Never mind. I'm cool. But no, I just wanted to play that video because of the amount of money that's been dedicated to. It was another emphasis on the amount of money that has been dedicated to illegal immigration and sanctuary cities and how much provisions they are making for these illegal immigrants. But people that are American citizens are suffering. Yes. And then it was 2 people, Brandon Johnson and Mayor Wu. I don't know her first name.
Woo.
Weren't even aware of what the numbers were specifically. The mayor of Denver, I believe, said 79 million in 2 years, and then Mayor Adams said 6.9 billion in 2 years.
Yeah, I think we probably close to $1 billion at least.
I would agree with that. But that's all I got for today. You guys,
you didn't want to do your pre-conversation question, or that's
we can say it. We had 2 hours.
We had 2 hours. All right. I don't have. You got a mesh, or because if you have a mesh, then I'll still say what I need to say.
We can. I'm sure whatever you got is mesh worthy.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you?
No, I got nothing.
All right.
I've been not thinking lately because I ain't been riding my bike, so I ain't got nothing to think about.
All right. Cool.
All right, cool.
So I was thinking, this came to me earlier this week. Things that keep us from being the best versions of ourselves, either men or women, right? So, just 3 things, not in rank of importance, but I was thinking. Number 1 is just being lazy, and under lazy would be procrastination. That kind of goes with lazy, where you can consistently putting things off, right? You can get it done today, do it today. Number 2 is, I would say, being distracted. It's quite obviously we got our phones and stuff. You may be working on a project or anything, utilizing your phone, and you just easily get distracted. And that's anything, right? So you could be watching TV. And then you get a notification on your phone, you get distracted. So we live in a world where, we get so many notifications and stuff like that. We easily get just kind of put off course on what we're supposed to be trying to do to get ourselves better or to better in ourselves. And lastly, I think, just simply being scared, right? Sometimes you're scared to reach that next plateau because, things isn't going to be as easy as you're used to. So being scared or worried about failure, or like I just said, worried about failure or what people may think or, what people may think about you in the process. So I think if we can keep those things in mind as far as keep those things in check, as far as, becoming the best versions of ourselves, then everything will be great.
Big shouts out to Will Hill. Make sure you follow him on Will Hill Comedy. It should be able to type it on YouTube, but IG for sure. This has been another rendition of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. I am your man, Spaces.
I'm Jay every day.
Hey, I go by your boy Mal. No lectures or nothing today, man. Just have a blessed and beautiful day. Meeting the John.